If you have been talking to me for quite some time, you might notice that I might have mentioned something about patterns. I like pointing out patterns of behavior, patterns of anything. And it might have something to do with me being observant, or pretty much I'm observing you. But yeah, there's always patterns. There's patterns with everything. Even if you think that you're the most random person in the whole wide world, I can tell you, you have a pattern that you follow. Call it force of habit, call it whatever you want, but definitely there is a pattern that you follow unconsciously. Now, my point here is I also have a pattern, and it looks like for this week, my pattern is about triangles. Because the thing that I want to talk about today is change. Now, you might be asking, where's the pattern there, Jess? About the other day, I was talking about Sternberg's theory, which is the triangular theory of love. And now, we're going to be talking about change. And change, if we're going to look at it physically, change's symbol is actually a triangle, or the Greek word, or the Greek letter delta. So yeah, that's the nerd in me talking, but we're gonna be talking about change. So I just finished a meeting with my boss, and I was talking about change. Well, partly this is actually inspired by the fact that I recently have a new job, and this is actually a big change on my part because number one, it's a totally different industry that I am in right now. Second, the job is not a managerial role. So it's a big switch from what I'm very used to. It's totally not in my comfort zone, and I feel a lot of frustrations at the moment because of this change. Number one, because I got a lot of personal stuff going on, changes in personal, situation. Now that I don't have a nanny, I'm a full time parent, and I don't even have anyone to help me raise my child. When I'm sleeping and whatnot. And I'm not even talking about school yet. So it's a good thing it's still school holiday, and I still have time to prepare for that dreaded school days. And this change in general is definitely one of the constant things that are present in this world. So, whatever you say, you will definitely encounter change. Not once, not twice in your lifetime, but it is going to be ever present. There will be a lot of changes in your lifetime. Believe me. So, it can be as minuscule as growing hair on your chin or whatnot, to big changes like, you know, starting a family, a breakup, or relocating from one city to another, or even one country to another. So there are a lot of changes, and I'm not just saying about personal circumstances. It can entail a lot of things. Now, the only thing about change though is we humans, we are equipped with brains that can actually think critically, but when it comes to change itself, it kind of shuts down. We're just concerned about how uncomfortable this change will make us, that we don't really look at the bigger picture. And I'm not saying that this is actually something that you consciously do, but it is our default response to change. We humans are change resistant compared to other species. Yeah, I am making that bold statement. So, what can we do? And I'm not gonna be saying I'm espousing a different approach to change. I'm not. Trust me, When I was younger, I was as change resistant as anyone else. I actually think that things should be done my way or it's not going to be done. Or my way is always better. I really hate the feeling of not being in control. I am an impatient person and I'm an arrogant person. So roll that into one. That's who I am. Um, but the thing is, time tempered me. Of course, as time goes on, you learn a lot of lessons, and you have to incorporate that in your life, or else those lessons are for naught. And the biggest lesson that I have learned was actually how to adapt to change. And I'm not saying that I have fully adapted to change. I'm mature that I have already changed as a person. No, I still have remnants of me being an arrogant little brat. Arrogant, entitled brat. But the thing is, now more than ever, I tend to think, okay, what is this change for? What's in it for me? That's what I usually look at if there is something different going on, if there is a certain situation that I'm not familiar or comfortable with. I usually try to look at it first and ask questions about it. I'm not saying I'm just a logical person, but that for me that for me is an act itself of me regaining control over that situation. So at least it makes me feel comfortable. And yeah, it makes me it scares me. Yes. Change scares me. I mean, pretty sure everyone is afraid of change because it's really uncomfortable. But if you will be thinking of it or looking at it in the bigger picture, I'm pretty sure you are gonna be in a you're gonna be in a more beneficial state than as compared to if you're just gonna resist change itself. Remember, change is always it's either well it's not always for the better, but if it is going to be for the better, then great. If it's not going to be for the better, I'm pretty sure it is going to be a lesson learned. That's how I look at change nowadays. If it didn't go my way, then I'm pretty sure it's a lesson that I was meant to learn. If it goes my way, then great. But I wouldn't learn that lesson or I wouldn't be benefiting from that change if in the first place I resisted it. So I said a lengthy piece regarding change, but the bottom line is, my friends, change. All you need is a different perspective. How you receive change itself. Don't say no right away. I'm not saying say yes at the get go, but at least try to be curious and say, wait, what's this change for? Then maybe you'll be able to appreciate what it can bring to the table. So don't be an arrogant brat like me. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be able to adjust in the long run. And you're going to be benefiting from it in the future. So let's celebrate change. Let's keep a positive outlook at this. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have a good time. So have a good Thursday morning, ladies and gents. I hope this is going to be a great day for you guys. It's looking like it's picking up for me. So I hope it is for you too.